Alrighty, boys and girls, so I got a huge shipment in today. I got volumes 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the mail, and the new tribute CD as well. We're going to see how well this works, because I'm doing this on my cell phone, because I didn't like how it was looking on my camera. So, we'll start with the CD first. Now this just came out, actually yesterday, but it's been shipping out early for whatever reason. Just like everything else we've been getting in the merchandise these days. Super sparkly, super prismatic. If you buy any Japanese CDs, you know most of the time they come with this extra little sleeve on there. And that one's just as shiny and sparkly as everything else. So I'm going to set that up there so I just don't lose it. And then on the back of this is kind of one of my favorite Sailor Moon images. And you can find this in art book number 3. If you go to mangastyle.net, they have all the art book images there. So, you know, they're all there. And actually, I think at one point I almost had a chance to get a large poster of this one. For some reason, I passed it up. I don't know why. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Super sparkly, prismatic. And you have to forgive me. I don't have a tripod, so we're going to see how well this works out. Okay, so the CD, I'm trying not to show myself in it, but there's my cell phone case, as you can see. Around the edges of the CD, there's the phases of the moon, very similar to like the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon opening. And then if you look in there, you can kind of see it, that there is the planetary senshi symbols in there. I do like that. I mean, most of the time they only include the main 5, but I'm glad they included everybody. And the fact that they gave Chibi-Yusa a heart instead of a crescent moon kind of makes me laugh a little bit. So, we're going to see how well this works out. Alright, so if you unfold the cover, you then suddenly have this beauteous image, which I like. I kind of wish they would have finished it all the way down, but it's very reminiscent of some of the older Sailor Moon artwork, and actually of the new manga cover, the volume 1 of the new manga format. Just simply that it's more old school because her colors are brighter, and it's very much an older image pose. So, if you flip it over to the back, you can see there's the track listing for the Memorial Tribute album. I'll set that over there, and hopefully nothing happens to it. And then this is not prismatic; it's matte, which is fine. But you can see it says Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon 20th Anniversary Tribute album. And we have an anime image. And more of these crystals. And, oh look, bonus, an extra little Sailor Moon image. I don't know why my camera won't focus in on that, but you can see her. And I think that actually comes from art book 3 as well. More anime images, and a stars image, which is kind of surprising to me. I don't know why, it just is. And a little Mercury. And a Mars, which I know the phone is not focusing in on. I'm sorry. And then more anime images. I know I did watch moonkitty.net's review of this a few days ago, and you'll have to forgive me. I forget what his name is in real life. I know his name is not Moonkitty, but I can't think of what it is. And he said his favorite image was this one up here in the corner. And I have to agree with him. Out of all of them, I love seeing these older Guardian images. But we see the rest of these a lot too. So, there's those. And a little Jupiter. Just kind of blurry because my phone refuses to cooperate. And a Venus. Then the last image is, oh, actually, this is another Stars image. It's from the very first episode of Stars, if I remember, you know, during the Nehelenia reprise. So, there's that. We're going to see how smooth and cool I can be about putting this back in one-handed. We're going to see how well that works out for me. Oh, I feel like a genius being able to get this in. Ah! There we go. I'm just going to stick that in there as well, because I'm kind of geeky and I keep those. I don't know why. I just always have. Okay. So there's CD, and then, well, you know, I guess we'll move on to Volume 3. Okay, so this is Volume 3, and you can ignore that thing that came out. When I unwrap these, for whatever reason, I've been cutting these out and keeping them with the volumes that they came with. I'm not entirely sure why. I just felt like it, so I do. So, Volume 3 has I'm trying to show the prismatic. That's really, there we go. Woo. I do like this image of Rey. For some reason, it kind of makes me feel like a Salem Witch Trials image rather than Warrior Princess. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's just with all the fire. But I like that they gave her the blue-purple fire in there instead of just straight red and orange. So, and then her image, which we all know Sailor Mercury did not get her image on the back, which is a bummer. And just like all the other covers, big, huge. And what I am liking about these is that they're color coding these entry pages to match the rest of the book. So, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so there's that one. I'm kind of doing this from the side, just because I have to have my hand working the camera and the manga at the same time. And hopefully you guys don't hear it, but if you hear any background noise, that's just snowplows. I live in South Dakota, so it's the middle of blizzard season, which is always fabulous. And yes, I'm being very incredibly sarcastic about that. It's Volume 3. I'm trying to show you guys all the color images. I really like these. And you know, so far I haven't been disappointed by the new manga. And I don't read Japanese yet. I do like that image though. But I love how they have really detailed the drawings. I mean, I liked them the first time around, so that's not even a question. But just the fact that they're so much sharper and clearer, and we live in the age of HD, it kind of makes sense. And the skirt and the battle. And more colored pages. I totally forgot about that detail, that King and Damien apparently has a ribbon on the back of his head. I'm hoping it's for his mask, because otherwise that's just weird. Another image. And it kind of feels like this one has more color images, but that's probably just me. I think chapters are probably shorter. So, yeah. Oop. There we go. So, volume 3 leaves out on where Chibiusa is just meeting a wise man and saying, yes, I'll come with you. So, just like all other manga, there's the image, the cover image without the wording on it. And the ads. Again, as usual. And I did order, actually, both of those sets. So I'm really looking forward for when those come in. And then, just like what comes with every issue, is the contest page with the 3 little stamps on it. So I've been keeping those with the manga as well, and I'll put those back properly in there later. Come here. Alright. So that's volume 3. Volume 4. Same deal. Prismatic cover. I do like this one. This is one of my favorite Jupiter images, though. She is my all-time favorite warrior of the group. I really like this one. She's soft, yet I'm going to kick your butt at the same time. And she has her back image as well. You can see the prism working on the cover. And, just like all the other ones, ta-da! She has her color-coded pages, and I've cut out that cover sticker image again from the wrapping. It starts off with the Princess Serenity image. And the Prince Diamond battle. Lightning image. This one is, this one covers most of the Pluto section of the arc of this one, because mainly this is where Black Lady comes into play. So, and, you know, we never saw this part in the anime, which was a bummer. I always hoped that they would, but maybe we'll see it in the new anime. Oops. Let's see if I can get this going. Do like those images. So, Diamond. And then all my copies come with that little bookmark thingy in there. I keep those in there too. I don't know why. I'm just weird that way. And then these ones did actually start having the little diary stories at the end. Because this one actually concludes Sailor Moon R, where Chibiusa went back to back to the future, her present, and then she came back. So this one does actually have the little Chibiusa story, and I don't think they ever animated this one, because this one was the one with the big bad watches. Everyone had to, well, yeah. Everyone had to have the watch, and the Casablanca Lily story, you know, Ray's love story, which we all really liked. And then, just like the other ones, came with a contest page. Though I do like that image a lot. I may have to figure out a way to make a copy of these images on the inside covers without damaging the books. So there's those two. And actually, before I move these, if you'll notice, Volume 5 is thicker, and Volume 6 is a really thick volume too. I'm going to joke and say that they made Volume 6 thicker because there's 2 senshi on it, so they decided it needed to be 2 mangas worth. But this one, Venus's cover, has got to be my favorite out of all of them. I like it so doggone much. I like the peach in the background. I like her planet. How incredibly sparkly they made her belt. And the whole shining shooting stars going past her. I just really, really like this cover. I'm kind of jealous. I wish all the covers would have looked like this. But this is extremely a Mina-centric, or a Sailor Venus-centric cover, and it captures her perfectly. So, good job. And the sticker fell out again. And just like all the other ones, again, ta-da, color-coded. So we'll go through a couple. Couple of the images. Starts out with Act 27. Yeah, so this is where we're meeting Hotaru, who we all know will be Sailor Saturn. I've read this manga like a million times, and actually wanted to look at this image, because I've always thought this image was kind of weird. Not because it's bad, it's not bad at all, but I mean, Uranus just looks so guy-like in this photo. I mean, just her jawline and everything. Which, understandably, because Nakoto Takuchi-san has said that Sailor Uranus is one that has the strengths of both genders, so she's very androgynous looking, and we love her for that. Oh yay, somebody forgot to turn off the car alarm. And then extra one. I've always liked the Sailor Jupiter image in that set. So I'm just randomly kind of flipping through the pages. There's Pluto. And the big Super Sailor Moon image. And the Venus image. And this one came with an advertisement. It's pretty much getting to the point where it's like every other volume has an advertisement. So there's a contest page. And this one apparently is for the apparel and the plates and the neck straps and the CD totes, and I don't know. I did order a couple of the neck straps. I will admit that. But the rest of this, I don't know, some of this merchandise is, the further we get into it, the more it's kind of hit and miss with me. Like, I really like the jewelry. I think it's pretty. Until I take a closer look at it. Because then I think it looks just a little... It's too yellow. It looks cheap. So, and here's... Onwards and anyway. So here is volume 6. What I do like about this one is that they made one planet very prismatic and crystalline looking, and the other one very pearlescent. And I'm going to go with the pearlescent one is Neptune. Actually, you know, she's Senshi the Oshi. Oshi. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Prismatic, just like all the other ones. You can't really... You can kind of see it a little bit in this image. So, super thick. This is like a manga and a half here. I feel kind of bad for Michiru because she got cut off a little bit on the side here. So I'm like, oh, maybe they should have brought the image over a little bit so she wasn't cut off. And they gave this one blue pages. Oh, but they started off with one of my favorite images. Okay, so this may be my favorite. Oh, another one of my favorites. I kind of wish they would have done an image like this for all of the all the Senshi instead of just Saturn. Oh, holy buckets. Lots of color pages. And it's another one of my favorite images. I love this one. The one that has my thumb on it. I've always really liked that image. The manga version and the anime version. Because, you know, they put an animated style version of that particular picture on some notebooks and folders and that kind of stuff. So it's just, the animated version of it is just a very simple one of the Senshi and not with the really funky background. I'm trying to slow my thumb down because I can see I'm coming up on a color image. Princess Serenity. And this one probably looks familiar because it was on the second box set of the US re-release manga. I did like that one. And there's the back of our CD. Act 37. Okay, so there you go. There you know. And flippy. Saturn arrives. I always did like these images for this particular... Oh, this one. This image is one of my favorites from the manga, just because it looks like it's unfinished, but we all know it is finished. It's so simplistic. I just really like that one. I've tried to recreate it a couple of times, but I failed. Oh, I have the giant poster of this image. I've always really liked the bus of the Senshi in here. But if that image is in there... Well, there's Luna. Oh, it has the extra. This would have been Sailor Moon S movie. But in the manga, it was its own volume. Yeah, because there's the astronomer. And his girlfriend. Oh, awesome. I wasn't expecting that. I'm really quite happy about it. And Luna with her little yellow ribbon, as we all know it to be. And the Ice Queen. And this story was animated a little bit differently than how it's put plot-wise in the manga as well. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, and that's something you guys gotta go find on your own. Our big Luna. And the backs. And this one, I already stuck it in the back cover. This one just came with the contest page. It didn't come with an ad at all. And it's getting late in the day, so you can't really see the prismatic coloring on it anymore. But I really like these images. I really hope they end up in the new art book that's coming out later on this year. Of course, when it's coming out, none of us really even know. So, that is today's edition, and I forgot to stick that back in there. So, hopefully we'll have new stuff. I did get an email today saying I was going to get some of the figures in the mail this next week. And yeah, I'll probably list some more stuff to sell on eBay as well for Sailor Moon stuff, because I'm getting a lot of bonuses with some of these older items I'm getting that I don't really have a use or a want for. So, until next time, see you guys later.